Hello and welcome once again to the Darth Grumpy Dad Twitch stream. Now, if you've been watching my content here and enjoy it, please follow me here at Twitch. And then jump on over to my YouTube page and subscribe, follow, get notifications, ring the bell. The videos here on Twitch are only up for 2 weeks and then they go away, but I have far more stuff that I've done over on my YouTube. Feel free to go check that out. It's all organized into playlists like Resident Evil playlist, Ninja Gaiden, stuff I've done with my son, Diablo stuff. They're all in playlists, and each different season of Diablo is in its own playlist. So it's a lot easier to look for whatever it is you have a question about. Also, I am streaming straight from my Xbox. This is D3 on Xbox. This is all my games are straight from my Xbox and intended for people who play Xbox, but that doesn't mean you can't enjoy the content anyways. All right, now, yesterday I started working on this Barbarian. Some of this gear is from, my wizard. It dropped in play. My wizard is, a little bit higher. I crafted this. This was like the second or third yellow pair of gauntlets. I upgraded from legendary to rare, dropped this, and you can see that on yesterday's broadcast. And it's a pretty amazing piece. It's pretty good. And this I crafted with the crucibles. Like, crucibles drop all the time when you play, but you can't be in town. You have to be out playing if you want to get the stuff. The crucibles and the primal screams and the Ramadali Ding Dongs. You can't be in town. You have to be out in a Nephilim rift, or you have to be running bounties. Town is lava. So anyways, I had some time to run a few Nephilim rifts when I wasn't online to build up some mats for this here dude. And I got a few. That's generally, I don't consider having ample mats till I'm at like 10,000 of everything, because then it's much easier to build one of these characters. But that's all I've been doing is building the seasonal characters, the Hedrig's gift set, working on doing it for each different character. So I'm just super low on materials, crafting mats. But I saved up down there you can see I saved up all my blood shards so I can gamble and try and get the shoulders here. Nope, not them. Come on. Nope, I don't think that was them either. See, you get much more luck when you save those bad boys up. I think one of them was. And you just spam that button. Got two of them actually, and that one's way better. All right, so we got 5 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. We need one more piece to start getting the 5-piece bonus. So now I'm gonna finish gambling. Well, let's see, what do I need? I think I need the boots. So I'll see if I can get the boots really quick. I don't think so. I think that was, Might of the Earth set. Okay, I'm gonna save that extra pauldrons of the waste. Save those, because those are level 1. I can use those on the next character I'm leveling up. I'm going to come over here to the cube. I'm going to go down to convert set items. I'm going to take that pauldron of the waste and I'm going to start converting it until I get my boots, gauntlets, or the headpiece, either one. There's the helm. I'm getting more out of that Leorix right now, so I think I'm going to try and get the boots. Come on, baby. Oh. There we go. Sabatons of the Waste. All right, all right. There we go, and I'll put these back. I might be able to use those on my Crusader when I get to building that set. I'm not even sure which set is the Hadrian's Gift. So, at this point, we should be getting the 6-piece bonus. We are. All right. Okay, Whirlwind gains Dust Devils. So I already have that on. So I can change that room to something else. And Rend damage is increased by 10,000%. So I should be able to jump to T16. But first, I'm going to take Dust Devils off here. Let's see. Pull. While you Whirlwind, Blood Funnel. And I don't need that yet because, you know, you don't need that till you switch from the Bull Cathlo set to Little Rogue and Slanderer. Right? Because they don't generate fury like the Bull Cathlo set does. Okay. Life. Magna. So I'm going to go with Hurricane. That'll just keep guys grouped up so when I stomp them, they stay stunned. And now, and I'm going to up our difficulty now. Going to quit out. And it should force an autosave. So every time you quit, it forces an autosave. Big bonus. I mean, and there's a way around that if you don't want to save whatever you've done. You're like, oh, I messed up. Is you can just go into your dashboard, go to your profile, and sign out. Right? And it won't force an autosave. And you can save a character sometimes like that. Or a piece that you just like accidentally salvaged or done something stupid with. But you'll lose all the progress that you made up to the last force save, autosave. It's a dangerous tactic. Going to T16 now. Let's take this baby out for a spin. Now I know sooner or later I'm going to have to replace the Solarix Crown, even though I'm getting a hell of a lot of cooldown out of it. I'm going to have to replace that with, I believe, a Convention of Elements. Checking the Maxroll guide, maxrol.gg or roll.gg. See what their GR solo push build calls for. It calls for squirts, calls for bandamite, and Convention of Elements with obsidian in the cube. Now, right now, for the purposes of this, since I'm just doing an overview of this build really quick, I have, Jesus, Paul. There we go. Under skills, go to skills, go to cube. I have my bandamite in the cube because you can get one really easy, as I showed you at the beginning of your build with a level 1 character. Just gamble for rings, and you can get a level 16 one, right? But it doesn't have very good damage reduction on it. You put it in the cube, and you get your full 80% damage reduction, right? And then I have Lamentation in the cube, which gives me more Rend damage. I have Ambos Pride in the cube, right? And this is the beginner's build. This is not the push build, right? And then then I have Pride of Cassius on, which increases the duration of Ignore Pain by 5 seconds, right? And then I have that on my skills on X, and I have it increased duration to 7 seconds. So it's a total of 12 seconds that we have Ignore Pain, right? There's Ignore Pain. Now, if I go in here and I hit X, Ignore Pain, incoming damage reduced, 9 seconds left, right? And I'll tell you on the skill, reduce all damage taken by 50% and gain immunity to all all control and pairing effects. So stun, confuse, blah, 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 all that stuff, right? Doesn't bother you. Ground effects mean nothing, right? For a lot of the time, for the most part. So it really helps with ice damage and lightning damage and stuff like that. It's early on when you don't have a lot of Paragon, when you don't have a lot of good gear. I highly recommend you go with Ignore Pain. Now, I have my Whirlwind on A, right? So it's going, I can just hold it and it's going all the time. And then I have decided I have my Ignore Pain on X, and I hold A and X down at the same time. So every time the cooldown on that Ignore Pain comes around, it pops it again automatically. And then just every once in a while you hit your X and B button at the same time for your shouts. Right, so Y, Battle Rage. Enter a rage, which increases your damage by 10% and critical hit chance by 3%, lasts 2 minutes. Swords to Plowshares is the room. Critical hits heal you and your pets for up to 21,000 life. Now, that's in green. So a lot of times when those numbers are in green, I mean, it can mean that that sometimes those numbers go up or down depending on how much strength you have, cooldown in your build, various things like that. Right? Those numbers aren't static when they're green like that. Cooldown 120 seconds on Wrath of Berserker. Enter a Berserk Rage, which raises several attributes for 20 seconds. While active, gain 50% increased damage. Right? Insanity. So that's the rune on that. Now, to help with the cooldowns in this build, you have Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac. Every time you hit somebody with a Fury spending attack or skill, you take 1 second off one of your cooldowns. Right? So it really helped you keep your Ignore Pain and your Stomp, the ability to stomp. I mean, it's already on a pretty good cooldown right now. It looks like, less than 8 seconds right now. And then the rest you wear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you normally wear 6 pieces, but I got Larry's crown on right now because I'm still looking for the helm, basically, because I put on the Ring of Grandeur so I can have one less piece in my build. But normally you do wear the helm, and this Ring of Grandeur is a convention of elements. And this is a crappy, even though it's primal, it's a craptastic Ring of Grandeur because it did not come with either one of the crit hits, so I can't roll something off for the other one. It's just kind of, I'm just wearing it right now because it gives me a bunch of intelligence, and intelligence. Okay, again, we're going to go into our main menu. We're going to hit X, right? And if we scroll down to intelligence, come on, right? Primary attribute for witch doctors, wizards, necros. Increased damage for wizards, necros, witch doctors, right? But the bottom one, increase resistances, right? So having all that intelligence on this build right now helps increase my resistance to fire and electricity and physical damage and all that. So it doesn't hurt. It's just basically, it's increasing my shield, right, in my life. It's giving me survivability, so it's all right that I don't have strength. And because of that, I have all this stuff with intelligence on it because I stole it from other builds, right? I'm able to put rubies for strength in my gear right now to kind of overcome the lack of strength on my gear. Yeah, a little bit complicated, but if I believe when you're teaching somebody how to do something or show somebody, if you don't, you can say do this, but if you don't tell them why you're doing that or what the point behind doing that is, it does nothing, right? They're like, well, I'm going to do whatever I want, and even still, people do until they realize, they're wrong or they're messing it up. Sorry, that's some personal philosophy that probably didn't need to go into this. Okay, so we're up to T16. I have almost the full build together. As soon as I get the helm, I'll probably switch over. I'll use... Seems like there's a different belt I'm supposed to be using. Yeah, I'm supposed to have Lamentation on and then have Mantles of Channeling in the cube. But I'm doing this right now just for survivability, right? Beginner's build. This is how you build it for survivability. And now we're gonna go over here, pop a T16 Neffy and see how we do. Now again, the way you play this build, you just hold A and X down. Sometimes you have to double tap that X. Stop when you get to a group of animals. Hit your Y, so you got that shout going. Ignore pain as a shout too, by the way. See, we're just mowing these guys. We're on T16, and we're mowing these guys down. It's, right, gonna stomp, stun stuff. Also, you want to, if you can hold down, I've got stomp on the trigger. Right now it's not a big deal, but in higher risks, you want to make sure to stomp every 10 or every 8 seconds, because that's how you get that 80% cooldown reduction from your Band of Might. Right? After casting Furious Charge, Ground Stomp or Leap take 80% reduced damage for 8 seconds. And I think I said I had it up to Ignore Pain lasts longer than 8 seconds. But you got 8 seconds on that stomp. So a lot of times I'll just stand up, you got to hit that stomp every once in a while. Even when there's nothing around. Now, the point behind the Dust Devils, why I had that on earlier, even though I get that now in the build, so I was able to take it off and put more range on my stomp. Right, so in all my whirlwind, suck things in, get them stunned, get them taking damage, right? That when you suck them in with that whirlwind, it's also counts as knockback. So, and I don't have those bracers. We're not using those bracers apparently. There's a set of bracers that gives you more damage for knockback. They're not part of this build. But yeah, I haven't even had to. I haven't even had to use the Rage of the Berserker. God, I forgot. Jesus. Spazzed out hitting buttons. Wrath of the Berserker. I haven't even had to use that yet. But anyway, see all those the Dust Devil whirlwinds that come off you get from this build. Now, every time those whirlwinds hit something, it counts as a fury spending attack. So it works with your Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac to give you more cooldowns. So in higher risk, when you're surrounded by a bunch of guys and all those whirlwinds go out, it'll drastically reduce the cooldown on your stomp. So you can stomp and kill the monsters around you. They take way more damage once they're stunned. Right? You can see they just crumple. And you can tell it's T16 now too. The amount of loot drops is way higher than it was even. What are you guys screaming and yelling about? Sorry about the chaos, my grandbabies, but they're boys. They're cute as hell. I love them. They're 2 and 4 and 1. One's just barely creeping around. But anyways, back to this review. Yeah, this build is awesome. It's mowing stuff down. And I suppose, for perspective, I'm going to take all my Paragon out. So it's more like you just got the build. Here in a second. Oop. Moving way slower without my movement speed in. Okay, let's see. How the hell do I get this way? Oh, we'll go back to town really quick too. Whoa!
Papa.
What?
Papa?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hold on a second. Had to tell me all about his little toy. PJ Masks. God, I move so much slower now. What was the other thing I wanted? Oh, yes. I should have some of these that are around 25 to give us more of an idea what it's like when you first get the build going. Nope, those are both 111. But I have a beta powerful that's only 34. Those are both 111. That one's 15. So then, okay, we'll put these back on. And then take Gook. I'm not sure. Oh, both my Taegooks are like way up there. And you get a lot out of a Taegook. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quit out really quick. I'm going to grab a different character. Trying to pay attention to what the babies are doing. I get to stomping on buttons like I'm playing Mortal Kombat or something. Just totally not doing going the wrong way. Okay, and I'm going to pull these out of my stash. Then I'm going to quit out again. Go back to my barb. So, the next time I run a GR, it should drop a brand new one of those. Where is this guy? He's at the bottom. Continue. So. All right. And I play a bunch of different games when I'm not doing this, and I get to a point where I just forget which buttons do what. Especially getting in and out of your menus, because they're different. It's different on different games to get in and out of your menus. Don't smack him, little mister. Yeah, that we want Barry Venus. He was like trying to be nice, like, good baby, but he was smacking a little hard. Because I quit, it closed that. Which we don't, because we were doing T16. So I need to level up a new Taeguk. So this is what I'll do. I only need to get it to 25. So I'm going to run a 35. That'll give me a 100% chance of leveling up the gem. As long as you're at least 9 over what the level of the gem is, versus, sorry, they're cracking me up. Versus, as long as you're 9 GR over what the level of your gem is, you'll have a 100% chance to level that gem up. Purple bar, yeah, purple bar. Need more time. Oh, so slow. But as what I'll do, I'll get all my gems. I should have taken my stricken out too and got a new stricken. Dog got it. Maybe I'll do that after this rift. That way I can get a new stricken too, and I'll just keep those at 25 for these demos. Because they're some of them, you know, Bane of the Trap, Pig Gook, Bane of the Stricken. Oh my goodness, it's not that big a deal, little feller. Not that big a deal. Some of the most used legendary gems, you know. Oh goodness. Well, go get him. Go get him, Jamie. Little mister. Don't just yell at him. We're having too much fun. Now again, you know, as you're building this character, you should be finding gear for your follower, right? A good weapon, Spalders of Zachara, gold skin, broken crown so you get double gem drops, flavor of time so all your large pylons last twice as long. Wall of Man, you can just craft that for this guy, right? Nemesis Bracer, so you get a champion out of every pylon and shrine. Avarice Band, so it helps with your gold pickup radius when you're pushing. When you're why doesn't it stay on there? I hate it when it does that. Now, when you're pushing greater risk, trying to get further in, you want this to be an Oculus ring, right? So it puts that yellow ring on the ground. You stand in the ring, you get 80% increased damage. Handy. And then I usually go with Ring of Royal Grandeur, so I can wear Sage's Passage and Sage's Ribbon, and that gives you double Death Breath. Every time a monster drops one Death Breath, another one drops. So on T16 they drop 4, you get 8. It's a farming tactic, right? And then I'll put Cain's Habit and Cain's Scribe on. So every time you do a regular Nephi Rift, right? You have a 25% chance of an extra key to drop for your GRs, right? And then your skills. And I would look up on Max Roll as to what the best skills are. That's what I generally do. Because normally, like I said, I normally run the Scoundrel for the crit hit chance, because the builds I run generally need a lot of crit hit chance. And that's the better guy to go with, in my opinion, for those builds. A lot of time the guy's pushing, you know, and like the guys at Max Roll or playing on PC, they'll run with the Enchantress, because the Enchantress gives you a lot of cooldown. And in my opinion, there's builds where you just don't need that, right? And then they won't run with the Stay Alive token. They'll run with the Access to All Skills token. And then the Enchantress, your follower, is just dead all the time. They're just dead unless you just pump so much intelligence into them. Like, every piece of their gear has to be ancient and augmented, right? It's just stupid. Well, that was pretty easy. My name is Urshi. And then there we go. Now we have a new level 1 Pig Gook. Here's what I'll do is I will put all 5 of my chances. By the way, if you empower the rift and you don't die in the rift, you get 5 chances to raise the level of your gem. Otherwise, you only get 4. And if you die in the rift and it's empowered, you still get 4 chances. If you die in a rift without empowering it, you only get 3 chances to level up that gem. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to quit again. And that should force a save. Yep. I'm going to switch heroes again. Going to go grab my whiz again. Go in here. And I'm going to grab these stricken out of my stash so I can get a new one of those also. And it's gonna probably be boring as hell watching me level these up. If you don't want to watch that, that and listen to me prattle the whole time, you can fast forward. It won't hurt my feelings, really. Okay, so, whoops. That gem should still be on me. Yep, and we'll put that in there. Now keep the Bane of the Powerful, I think, in until... Because Bane of the Powerful is the first gem that drops when you start running GRs, generally. One of the very first, right? And at 25, you gain increased damage versus elites and take reduced damage from elites, right? And you gain 20% increased damage for 60. That's at rank 34, right? Which is just over 25 when you get your secondary effect on your legendary gems. So you get 20% increased damage for a minute after killing an elite pack. Now, if you're running on these lower rifts, it's a lot of damage. Empower, here we go. So I should get a brand new Bane of the Stricken. Oop, hit the Y button. Get that going. Yeah, I don't even need to worry about Stomp right now. It's pretty much just elite hunting. Everything's dying as I go by it, but I'm not going back to kill anything that doesn't die, right? I'm strictly looking for elite packs. Here we go. Get my progression globes. See how quickly I had that other Stomp ready? There's probably no... Well, I better check for a pylon over there in the corner. Nope. Occasionally they'll put a pylon right there, right before the door. And if you haven't seen a pylon in a while, they'll usually put one right inside the door. Speed pylon. Yes, baby. Why again? I knew that elite was in there somewhere. Yes, it will. The Templar. Oh, this guy won't go down easily. He died before he even got the sentence done. Now, see, normally this is something you probably do while you're getting your gear pieces, because generally as soon as you get 3 or 4 pieces, you can run up to a T20, right? That'll get all your gems ranked to like 15 and start giving you all this extra damage. Whoops. Gruesome looking dude when he's all pumped up. Oh, and it doesn't show him all pumped up. Disappointed. We'll just check our gear. Yeah, it's still got room. Should be able to run like 4 of these and have Y. And have enough room for blood shards and item drops. 3 is the average number. I'm saying 4 because I've run higher GR, so I have more room for blood shards. The higher solo GR you run, the more blood shards you can carry. For those of you who don't know. And again, this is running these to level these gems. I've taken all my Paragon out. I have lower than 25 legendary gems. Maybe, I mean, I suppose I could just put some regular gems in my gear, right? The Marquise ones that start dropping at 70. But I don't think I really need to do that to make my point. Once you get this from Hedrig's, you know, it's a go-getter. Most of the gear isn't that hard to get if you, especially if this is your secondary character. I got the swords and all the stuff from my cube. Gambling at Kadala or making rare gear and upgrading it to legendary. Got everything pretty early on. All the regular legendary items that go with it. Your Ambo's Pride, your Bolcathos, your bracers, your belts. All that stuff came pretty easy with a level 1 character. Crafting level 70 rare items and upgrading them to legendary. So if you just make sure you have enough mats to do that with, you know, a couple thousand of each. And if you have another level 70 character you've been working on, you should be able to do that fairly simply. Suppose I should be working on that Tag up more. And then, as soon as I get him to 25, I'll jump into a 90. Now again, I'm not messing around in town. I'm not, you know, I don't have to worry about repairing my gear because my follower's got the Spalder's Zacharoon on, so I can just jump right into that next one. And I know I can run 3 or 4 rifts minimum, right? 3 minimum, 4 maximum before I run out of space in my pouches, right? I don't know why I opened that. This is a GR. There's not going to be anything in it ever. I think they just put them in there to tease you. What's going on, little feller? Are you guys? Are they making a mess in Sister's room? You might have to go pick it up. The Riptardian has arrived. Well, put it away. Put it where it belongs. Yeah, you know Mama's way more of a neat freak than Papa is. So pick up in there. What are you doing, my tyrannical 2-year-old? Playing in the room? Right on. Yeah. Wasted that. Whoops. Alright, so now we're 700 of those. 40. I could do one more. I have room for one more. Because it's an average of 10 or 11 items per rift. And that maxes out. Hit the Y button. And at 90, 10 items will be legendary. So if you're farming lost souls from legendary items, you want to be running at least 90s. That way you'll get 10 legendary items every rift. And that's 10 forgotten souls every rift. Right? Occasionally you're going to get something that's better than the piece you're wearing and is part of the set build you're building, right? Just because it says it's better for you doesn't mean it's better for you if it's not part of your build, right? Because who knows what damage bonuses you're giving up, especially if you're giving up a set item. For some, well, it says it's 3 arrows better all the way across. Yeah, but you're giving up 10,000% damage to put that on. Let's go. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom. Dead ends in a timed event. Still one of my pet peeves. I mean, why? Why would you do that? I know, to make it more challenging. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, next floor. This shouldn't take a minute, like this little group here. There we go. The Riptardian has found you. Ah. Oh well. Wanted to raise the Teguk. Because I already have a Bane of the Powerful over 25. Which really the Bane of Powerful is a better gem for you until you get above, say, 100 or 110. Or if you're not killing stuff, like if you're absolutely decimating, one-hitting everything, you don't need the Bane of the Stricken. You can stick with Bane of the Powerful. It's when you get to that point where you're hitting stuff several times and it's not dying that you want to switch to the Stricken. So it starts stacking stacking the damage. 1% more damage every time you hit them. I mean, that builds pretty quickly. Ray cores. Shadow heals. That's for the Demon Hunter. And I believe the Shadow Impale build is the set for the DH. So I'm going to save that one when I get there. Look at that bad boy. Don't need it though. I mean, it would probably be better than the one. Beast damage whirlwind. Be nice to work in, but probably. What are you fussing about over there, little mister? Did the tyrannical 2-year-old take your toy? Huh? That would almost be worth replacing the convention of elements, right? But the build isn't. I mean, you're, Jackson, you be nice to Jamie. Yeah, you know you, little Mister Blue 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 Blue. But if you look at the build, right, it's all based on increased damage per second of Rend, right? Whirlwind gives you damage reduction and applies Rend, right? And your applied Rends deal triple damage. So the whole thing, right? Whirlwind gains the effective Death Devil's rune, and Whirlwind and Rend damage is increased 10,000. So most of your damage is coming from Rend. But yeah, I mean, let me think about this. How would that work? So the convention of element would increase Rend and Whirlwind damage, elemental damage, which I believe this is physical damage on this. Let's see. Yep, physical damage rolled on the necklace, physical rolled on the bracers, holy damage on the weapons, holy damage or straight damage on the weapons. So that's the only place it gives you elemental damage, is the ring and the bracers, it appears. Percent damage, yeah. Did I ever roll that on this? Nope, I can roll that vitality off for 10% damage. And probably the life after kill for 10% damage on that one. Or straight damage. No, it already has holy damage. Yeah, they want area damage on this, but on your console, area damage gives you lag. It lags you out. And yes, it's better. You get more, playing solo, you can probably deal with it. It won't be too bad, but probably damage percentage over area damage. And cooldowns. Yeah, and I've got both on this. Resource and cooldown. So don't really need the resource cost reduction because when you're running with the Bolcathos set, but it would probably come in. Yeah, why do they even have that on there? Because Bolcathos set is a resource generator. I mean, you don't
Papa, it is my spaceship. My spaceship.
Oh, it's your spaceship? Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. That's a big deal, little buddy. Now I'm off into the weeds now. Complicated game. Sometimes you just, you'll get into that. You'll get into the weeds looking at some build, where I can get this or that. But, I mean, yeah, that wouldn't be... If you get both crits and a socket on a Skull Grasp, it would not be a bad ring to run instead of Convo if you're not pushing, right? It's going to give you way more whirlwind damage full time. The difference is with the convention of elements, for 4 seconds, every 16 seconds, right? Because each cycle is 4 seconds on it, you get 200% increased damage to all your damage creators that are doing physical damage, right? To your... Ow! Why did I? Because it looked like that butt needed to be swatted. That's why. But yeah, but that would be all around. You know, three probably caps out at. Whoops. Let's see. X stat range. Yeah, that caps out at 400% damage to your willow. So it would probably even out over the long run if you're not pushing, right? If you don't need that, your COE cycle, right? Your physical to your elemental damage cycle. It'd probably be, yeah. That would probably be a good one to go with early in the build if you don't have, Bandamite, or you have to have Bandamite for the damage reduction though. And like I said earlier on, you want to make a level 1 character and you want to gamble for rings, make sure you have as many blood shards as you can carry before you start gambling, so you have a higher chance of getting that Bandamite for the cube. And then later on in gameplay, you can get one to wear that'll just have better stats on it than the rank 16 one. And somebody told me the other day that even if you reforge that rank 16 at the cube, it won't become level 70. You'll stay rank 16. I haven't tried it, so I don't know.
What's this?
It's a blankie. What does that look like with pumpkins on it? Jesus Christ. Go play in a bit. Go play, you silly boy. But what's this? Holding up a blanket. Oh my goodness. So, wasting time in town. What have I need to put gems in the stash. Walking so slow. Okay, what else am I carrying here? Oh, the boots for the demon hunter. There we go. Somebody commented on my stuff. We all don't have super gear like you. Well, get out of town and go get it. Go fetch it. Get in them rifts. Play the game. See, I just wasted way too much violating my own tenet there of town is lava. I could have been talking and looking at that stuff while I was in a rift. And again, all those yellow orbs, that's double damage. It's called Nephilim's Glory. And you get X amount of seconds for each one that drops, and it'll stack up to like 3 or 4 minutes worth. As soon as we get a few more to drop here, they've been... I swear to God, the stomp... Yeah, you do so much more damage when you stomp on stuff. Not that I need it with this. I mean... GR35 is equivalent to a Torment 8, I believe. And I think we were running Torment 10 with just like a 3-set bonus. Or 3 pieces. Yeah, with like 2 pieces we were already at like a 10. With 4 pieces we went up to a Torment 13. Get your 6-piece going. It's T16 immediately. Oh, I hate that. One of the problems with having a main skill on the A button. But it just works out better because then I can just hold that A and X down. Hit the trigger once in a while to stomp, every about 8 seconds or so. Or you can just hold it down and then it'll go off it whenever it, wants to, whenever the cooldown is done. Everything's so low right now. I don't even really necessarily need the shouts or the stomps or just throwing out so much damage. another reason why you go with the COE over that grasp is even a couple percentage points of elemental damage percentage. Just a couple, 2 or 3 of those points is like 100 Paragon in damage, right? And that's probably why they go with that COE, because that 200% increased elemental damage every 16 seconds, and because you rarely have just one, right? Like, you'll be getting a lot of physical damage from when you roll on your necklace and on your bracers. But there's also, you're going to have lightning damage on this weapon and holy damage on the other weapon. And so you're getting extra damage for all that, right? Where is my... There it is. $19, almost there. He's returning to town. Wasted a bunch of time doing this, but then I'll have them. I'll have these at rank 25 to use on other builds later. Because I'm pretty sure the Demon Hunter Strafe and Pale build, which is I think it's the Shadow Hunter. Shadow Mantle is the build you get from Hadrig's for the DH. And that's the Shadow Impale build that you make with it. And it's a I believe that's a upper tier build also. But it runs on Strafe, and Strafe is a channeling. So it's going to need Taeguk, and then of course probably Stricken, and either Zaze or Goguk. Almost always have Bane of the Trapped, because you just get so much damage out of Bane of the Trapped. You get a ton of damage. It's on almost every single build. La-di-da, da-di-da. Ugh. Jeez Louise. Yeah, and I think on the push build also, you use Spear of the Ancients, or Ancient Spear, so you can drag guys into you. That one shook me a little. That boom boom. Oop, there it is.
Why do that?
Because it seemed like the thing to do at the time.
No one goes.
They're so cute. Is a professional to do a stream with the grandbabies running around the room? Hell no. Do I care? Hell no. Because if I can do this and do all this while watching the grandbabies, I mean, whatever your excuse is for, it's just that. Maybe there's that. That's mean. That was a mean thing to say. I know a lot of people when I game with on this that have kids and all that, and they have pretty good builds. They find, especially stay-at-home people with disabilities and stuff play this. Because it's a grindy game. You can spend a lot of time on it. And really, a lot of this lower level grind stuff for materials is you don't even have to really pay attention because your build does most of the work for you. You just gotta keep moving forward, all right? Oh my goodness, are we supposed to jump on the couch like that? Are you supposed to jump on the couch like that? No, you're not. Why don't you go play in the bedroom? Get Jackson, tell him to get down off the couch like that and go play in the bedroom. I'm gonna come get you if you don't go play in the bedroom, and you're not gonna like it. Ho, Bo Cathos guides his hand. We have to finish this rift up and get them grandbabies. They are roughhousing on the couch over there. Go play in the bedroom. You too, little Mr. Creepy Crawly. There we go. Oh, he smacked me good. Whoa! Oh, I got a Rashid. Wasted that. Wasted it. Spamming that A button too much to pick things up. Okay. What, little mister? Okay, so I got the take up to 25. I need to start working on the bit of the chapter, I think. Take up is 25. So, turn that off. Okay, so I'm getting 3% increased damage for 1.5 seconds. When you spend resource on a channeling skill, stacks up to 10 times, so that's 30% increased damage at rank 25, and 2% increased armor for every stack. So that's 20% armor coming out of Teguk just for having that at rank 25. And what? That's at 15, so I'm the one that's at rank 15. That's at 34 already. We'll just leave that there. Yep, returning to town. See, where am I at? 25, 1500. Okay, let's get rid of this stuff. Brings us down to 16. Gonna have to gamble. I got a bunch of blood shards. Oh, you silly boys. See what we got here. Follower cannot die. That might be better than the one I've got on him. It is. Yay. Mortal King. Little Rogue. That's the one you use for the push build. Little Rogue and Slammer. Every time you spend primary resource, gain 6%. Increase attack speed, damage, and armor for 5 seconds. Stacks up to 5 times. So using Little Rogue and Slanderer gives you 60% increased damage, attack speed, and armor. Or 30%, excuse me. Yeah, 6 times 5 is 3. So, yeah. So, gentlemen, no. Go in the bedroom and play, please. 1, 2. Thank you, Jack. Go to the bedroom. Go on. Go. No, young man. You don't tell the papa no. Go on. Grandpa's word is law. Okay. So, and that's why you run with those, because it's just a lot more damage than you're getting for your Bocathos set. But no, stay in there. Early on in your build, you're going to want the Bocathos because it generates more fairy for you. Right? And it's just easier to get it going. I believe with Little Rogue and Slimer, you have to use, that's why they have Ancient Spear or something on it. So you do something that creates just a little bit of fury, and then you get on your whirlwind and attack stuff to keep it up. But yeah, it's a lot harder to keep your fury up early in game, early in build with that. And so your Bocathos set is going to be your main. You're going to have those for farming and stuff, where because you don't want to have to worry about it. You don't want to have to worry about your fury, right? Oh, I was going to gamble. We need that helm. I think that was a bolt. That was Immortal King, I believe. Come on. Cough it up. There we go. There it is. There's our Immortal King. Come over here. Put that in there. And that would probably be a better broken crown for my follower. Yep, because it's got strength on it instead of intelligence. Can roll crit hit later if I want it. Nope, want to keep them Nemi bracers. Okay, so now I can get out a convo of elements. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to look to see if we can find the one with the strength on it here. Convention of elements, always, that one's got strength. Add one more. Yeah, I think the other one had higher crit chance on it. Roll over here. Enchant, rings, convention of elements. Yep, that had higher. And we are going to roll. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be on the life per hit. We want that 50% crit hit damage. Boys, no. No. You don't get to run back and forth from the bedroom to the table for no. Stay in there. 1, 2. They've hit the limit of my patience. See, it already jumped up to 3 arrows better. Right? Just doing so much more damage. Gonna lose, yes, gonna lose some of that damage reduction, but what a. Oh, goodness. Is that one of sister's hair ties? There we go. That'll do for now. Take that ring of grandeur off. Remove that. Oh no. Too many things in my inventory. Oh, just on. Okay, here. I'll fix that really quick. There we go. There we go. Go to the bedroom now. You're pushing my patience, young man. Okay, now we have convention of elements on. Right? Gain 20, there. Gain 180% increased damage to a single element for 4 seconds. This non-static effect rotates through the elements available to your class in the following order: arcane, cold, fire, holy, lightning, physical, poison. Now we have cold, fire, holy, lightning, and physical. I believe there's no poison damage on a barb, so those are the 5 that would be available, right? So it would rotate, and just like on the list, it's in alphabetical order, right? So if we look, that's physical, lightning, okay, fire, cold, fire, lightning, physical, and then holy, I think. I don't know. No! Lay down then. If you gotta go potty, go potty. Stay in the bedroom, clean up, play. Jeez Louise. Anyways. So it's gonna be cold, fire, holy, physical. It's going to be the cold, holy, Jesus, I don't know. Anyways, this the COE, use the grasp, man. So that's going to be, let's see, where's that one? Grasp ring, so we can all the way down at the bottom. Or did I not keep it? There it is, skull grasp. It doesn't have a socket though. That's why it's see, it's easier to get a good COE because they always come with a socket. They always come with a socket. So all you needed to do is come with your high main stat and either high crit hit or high crit chance, and you can roll the other one. I mean, it's super easy. Getting a good convention of elements is pretty simple. Okay, so now we've got that on. We got cooldowns, damage to ancient spear. You should actually roll Probably ancient spirit damage or vitality off for crit hit chance is normally what you're gonna. That goes back in there for a different character. All this other stuff. Because I'm probably not gonna do another bar build. Because I want to get back to my main builds. Okay. So now we have the full thing. We have 25. That's at 18, 34. So we got to get this to 25. Shh. 2 more of these should do it. Why?
Not ready yet.
Go, go, go. Don't jump on that chair, little mister. Da, da, da. Go, go, gadget. Gotta let them have some rough and tumble play, though. It's how they learn how to play with other kids. They learn what hurts and what doesn't hurt. If you don't allow rough and tumble play, then they don't become properly socialized, and then you end up with little sociopaths who think that they maintain the rules of every game and throw a fit whenever anything does it. It's how you end up with 20-year-olds throwing fits all day long, all right? They were never properly socialized. Repeato Floro. Damn it, there's no. Hate it when there's nothing in the dead end. No pylon, no elite pack. Oh, excuse me. Yawned and my face disappeared. Those guys exploded the moment they came out, man. They didn't even hit the ground. Didn't even get a chance to stomp. Oh. Hit my B button like it was dashing strike. Oh, little man. I have my Ethernet cable running from the entertainment center to the counter where I have my computer over there. And he's looking up at it, just having a good time laughing at it. The boys are in there playing with a squishy chair, having all sorts of fun. Whoops, wrong one. Dang it. I done it again. Do you have a gem? I do, but I just got to pick the right one. There we go. Whoops. Back to town. Freaking Jackson. Last one, and then we can jump into a 90. That 90 that was kicking my butt earlier. Jackson!
Need more time. Need more time. Still recharging.
So slow. Oh, there's the stairs.
Not ready yet.
Don't know why I went down there to kill them 3 dudes. It was faster just coming here.
Still recharging. Not ready yet. Need more time. Not ready yet.
Next floor. Ooh, good floor, good floor.
Still recharging. Need more time. Still recharging. Need more time.
What are you guys doing in there? Turn the game down on my headset so I can hear what them children are doing a little better. Which the headsets I'm wearing are actually kind of cool because they pick up the noise in the room around you and put it through the headset so I can actually hear the little monsters. If my hearing was better, it'd work even better, but I'm 50 and grew up in bars and shooting loud guns and working on loud job sites. Okay, 25. Might as well put that last one on that one. Yes. Or last 2. All right. Now, we are at the point where we have all 6 pieces. I'm gonna take out all my regular gems now. Put those in the stash. Might take a second. It starts going fast here, though. There we go. Need one of those. Need, what do I need? 5 of those. Whoops. Two of those. Put that in the helm for the cooldown. 10% cooldown. Put the rubies. Well, there's actually supposed to be diamonds for resistance because they give you all resist. But I'm going with rubies for the extra strength for the attack, just because I don't want to put them away and go get the right ones. Because normally it's ruby to give you more resistance, more, like let's look at our strength here, right? Attribute for barbarians and crusaders, increase all damage for barbarians and crusaders, increase armor, right? So it'll increase my armor, but not my resistances to lightning and physical, and like the stuff that does, the real damage. It doesn't give me any resistances to that, which diamonds do, right? Gives you all resist. So, gotta close this now. See what we got. I got plenty of room. So now we're gonna go to a 90. Might actually have to use my stomps and more of my shouts. Okay, hit Y. Start whirlwinding. Yeah. This is again with no paragons. Ooh, yep. Bit squishy still. Maybe I should have went with them diamonds instead. Oh. Got trapped in the wall. That's why I have Kool-Aid, is to get out of that, but I forgot. Yep. I may have to go back and put the diamonds in. So I'm holding the stomp down now so I can get that 80% damage reduction every time the cooldown is done for that. Got Y going. B is building again. Waiting for the next champion pack. Here we go. Get B. Get that Call of the Ancients going. Come on. There we go. For some reason, it did not. I just didn't hit it well enough. Oh, getting all sorts of cooldown from something. I'm stomping entirely too much now. Hung up on a brick. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Looks like that was a channeling pylon. So my cooldowns are crazy right now. See, like I was saying, man, you get inward. It takes more than one hit to kill stuff. And that obsidian ring just starts rocking your cooldowns. Oof. Good change. Yeah, I'll definitely want to put some diamonds in before I move on to like a 100. See if we can do a 100 with no paragon. Come on, where's another E-pack? There's an E-pack, get that. There we go. I might move that rend over to the B button. Put my Call of the Ancients on the RB, it might be a little bit easier for me to hit. Oh, ran out of speed. Oof. My IP down? 'Cause that straight slapped me.
Need more time. Still recharging.
Oof. Dang it. A little bit too squishy. Still, yeah, gonna have to get those diamonds, I think. The Riptardian is here. There's that Call of the Ancients again. Now we're ripping on it. Oof.
Still recharging.
Schmackerdoodles. Get this stuff picked up. I'll just level up whatever my lowest gem is.
I need to go back.
Head back to town. See how fast we've done this bad boy.
Your trial.
5 minutes for a 90. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. And really, I mean, probably would have gone better if I had a little bit more resistance in. Yeah. There we go. A little bit more resist all. Yep, that would be. Gonna have to start gambling for rings. See if I can get puzzle ring.
Cannot afford that.
See if I can get me a better band of might. Royal. Oh, got a couple unidentified. Save that puzzle ring. What you can drop an angelic crucible on and turn it into an ancient ring. So when you run your puzzle ring, it'll be all goblin monsters. Whoops, not. There we go. Upgrade rare. Just trying to get a little bit better band of might. So I'm pretty sure I already have an obsidian ring in my cube, so I can equip. Ah, there we go, right there. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's go, let's go. Came with crit, 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 and main stat. That's awesome. That's awesome right there. We'll roll that life off for a socket because I don't believe I can get one on the arcane. Nope. Yep, there's a socket on that. Let's hope it doesn't burn up too many of my mats. So I'll take it, still more than what I got. No, not on this, but it will be on that obsidian ring when I take it off. There it is. There's that socket. Gonna replace the obsidian ring with the band of mine, even though it's only 70%. It'd be better if it was 80, right? You get way more. That 10% is a lot. And I probably could reforge it a few times to try and get one with higher on it. But I mean, just doing this as a demo, so it really band of mine. There we go. So yeah, let's see. Band of mine is on the top one. So if I go here and I scroll down to that obsidian, we should get a comparative. See, look. So same there, but I'm doing way more damage there. Nada. All right, I need to clear out a little here. And definitely not better. What do I give this? Fist of the Heavens. Not doing that right now. That's probably better for my follower. Mucho better for the follower. All right. Traveler's Pledge. Just because it's got crit on it. I should be keeping an eye. Let's see if I can just grab any Traveler's Pledge. Any of these are ones I'm not using. And I'll re-roll it a few times. Reforge Legendary. And really, Squirts would probably be the way to go, or something like, or a necklace that, like, strength. Oh. First shot. I don't believe. Like, really, this will be as good as what I got going on as soon as I roll, because it's 85% crit hit, and the one I've got is 91 versus 9. But it'll have strength on it. So let us roll the fire silk, because I don't need that for this build. We'll roll that off for crit hit chance. And came up with 10 right away. Look at that. 3 arrows better. See, so once you get some mats on a build, and that's just, I mean, like I was saying, it should be Squirt's necklace, or any other that's going to give you a good effect towards your build, physical damage, whatever. Squirts gives you 100% damage, but it also gives you 50% increased damage taken, right? So early on, you can go without it. You can go without it early on, right? And I may not be getting any of the perks for Traveler's Pledge, but I'm getting crit strength out of it, right? At the moment, I'm not worried about like this. I could roll that vitality or the life per hit off for physical damage, right? Because the build is putting out physical damage. Physical damage percentage is getting get further down the line. Okay, 90. So let's go, just those couple changes I made in the build. Let's go to a 95 and see how we do there. Now again, this is no Paragon. Legendary gems at 25, basically. That was at 34, but close enough. That's the only really super good piece I got. And it fell for us. You've seen it fall in the build when I was putting it together. I upgraded to rare and got that primal. I was like, shocked. I don't know. Lunch in like 20 minutes. So about the time I'm done here, we can start doing lunch. Little fellers. Are you hungry? All right. And then gems. I just got Marquis gems in. And those are the gems that start dropping at 70, right? So you've got that cooldown gem in your helm. You got Broken Crown on your follow. Broken Crown drops all the time. You get double gem drops. So you should easily have enough diamonds to fill this bad boy up. Oop.
Papa.
What? No, go. There's nothing over there. Go, get. You're being distractive to be distractive. There we go. Get that Call of the Ancients going. And I forgot. I was also gonna change that skill. So let's close this. Piss away that. Okay, go to skills. Are they all cool down? Oh, gotta wait for that bee to cool down. Cool down faster if I go kill some stuff. Okay, go potty. You do that. Come on, cool downs. Go, buddy. What are you bugging me for? No, well, walk under it. Walk under it. Don't play stupid with me, little man.
Need more time.
Just wasting time till that cooldown is done. There we go. There we go. Close enough. Go back to town. Forget you, goat man. All right. Skills. Right bumper, I got Rend. I am going to make that Battle Cry. Where is it? There it is. Wrath of the Berserker. Insanity. And I'm going to make the B button Rend. I don't actually have to hit it. It just needs to be on your. Which one was it? I forgot. Nope. What the heck? Oh, there we go. Rend. Bloodbath. Very last one. Okay.
Not ready yet.
Since Rend gets automatically applied, I don't have to worry about it. There we go. Now I can just hold down AX, trigger, and right bumper. There we go. Why? Oops. Got to get everything going. Jesus. Okay, just roll my thumb across all the buttons. There we go.
Papa, instead it's purple, Daddy. This purple. Papa, this is
Oof. Not doing this 95. That cold damages. Yep. Taking me too long to get my shit up to go up against that mob right away. Ooh, that cold damage is straight farging me over. Yep. Nope. 95. I can't do the 95 without the red gems in, apparently. Did I change anything else out? No, that's... Oh, I know what I forgot to do. Ha ha ha. Shh. No. No reason to screech like that. That is not your inside voice, little mister. There we go. Obsidian, so my cooldowns are a little better. But it could be just, and it could be because I'm only getting 70% damage reduction instead of 80 for my Bandamite now, and it's just not enough. Let's go back to that 90. Oh yeah, that's a huge difference. There we go, now we're going. And you can, like, when you level up like that, there's a split second where the machine is recalculating everything, and you can die during that Paragon level up. Not doing as well as I did with the... Yeah, I really need the Bandamite in... Or need that higher... That higher damage reduction. Bandamite being in the cube. Because you see, man, and maybe put the rubies back in for more damage, even though it's armor, not all resist. They seem to be actually squishier this way, which is normally not the way it goes. Still ahead of the clock, though. Come on. That's not right. Why do I keep stopping my... See, I for some reason I stopped whirlwinding. Can't hold that RB down all the time, apparently. Just have to watch for it to come around. Yeah, I think I may have been doing better. Let's Still way ahead of the cloud. Still beating it though. So we know we're going to be smashing T16. This is a 90. T16 is 70, 75, I think.
Papa.
And this is with my ignore pain going and everything.
Papa.
What are we going to do for lunch today? I say we do roasted Jensen for lunch.
I want noodles.
Yep.
I want noodles. Papa, I don't like that game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There we
It's
go.
spinning the ball down the trail.
Yeah.
Not ready yet.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Oh, come on.
Oh, guys. This guy's only getting.
Oop, power pylon.
Ah, guys,
Well, I still got some of my
this.
ancients left. There we go.
That's
The last of that.
Benny, Papa. It's Benny.
Okay, and the way out is going to be over there. Thought it was down here.
Uh-oh, I want a candle, Papa.
Yeah.
Let's turn orange or yellow.
He looks dizzy, huh?
Yeah. Is Benny again?
The reality of the situation, if you've got all your gear and you're running 90s, you have more than 0 Paragon, right? Right. So this is just like
Papa, it's like a candle.
yeah. That's his fury. And that, just more of a intellectual exercise than practical. But still, if you got your 6-piece set, got smashed. Forgot to stomp.
That's awesome. Next, that one.
Get your big head out of the way, little boy. There we go.
Why do you, Papa, do you want to go inside? Mommy's water. Mommy's going out. Mommy's coming yet?
All right.
Nope. Not here.
So in reality, it should be at least 200 Paragon.
Papa,
So,
that's
but
my chair.
we'll jump back out here,
Yeah.
T16 area. I got plenty of room here. We'll just open one of these. Yeah, so 90s are a bit difficult. T16 is cakewalk here. Oop. Those little butt nuggets of doom, guys, are not very cool.
What's the
0
best,
Paragon, level 25 jams.
Papa?
T16 is
Uh-oh. It's more
super
sweet.
easy, so you can do your farming. You can level all your gems to 65, 70. Even you can get them, still get them to 75, which is T16, pretty easily. I mean, your chances of doing so just aren't as high. They drop to 60% until you're 1 over, right? If you're running 75s, which are T16, you could level your gem to a 76 before it dropped below 60% chance of leveling it up. Oh, that smacked me around, but good.
SB?
No screeching, little screeching screecher boy. There we go. That's more like it. Pop that berserker cry before you pop the pylon. No. Go in the room and play. You don't get to run in and out and run through the living room. Not cool. Not cool, little mister. Shh. Jackson.
People in the lake. Papa,
What?
I just say, soon in my way.
Put that cushion back on the couch where it belongs.
Where?
Right there. On the couch.
Oh,
Whoops.
it's high out there, Papa.
Yeah.
It's a cow, it's my witch. Papa, I know what it says. Okay. Papa, did I do?
Pylon down here.
Papa, did I do?
So what are the shouts again? So I'm using
Papa.
Ignore Pain, Battle Rage, Wrath of Berserker. Just got to kind of keep an eye on your bar down there every once in a while, and when you see your battle cry is getting low, hit it again because you got 2 minutes of that. Your stomp, if you're holding you down, you should stomp every time, almost every time. Yeah. That cooldown is done. Slower. Go. What are you doing, Jensen? Knock it off. No. The entertainment center is not a drum kit. Alrighty. So there we go. We've got our Wrath of the Whirlwind Rend build together. That is the Hedrig's gift set for our Barbarian. Looks pretty tough. And again, this is the beginner set with the Bull Cathos instead of Little Rogue and Slanderer, and I used IP, Ignore Pain, on the bar instead of whatever it was. Something for pushing. But if you go to max roll, or you just go look at the leaderboards to see what they're using on that ancient spear. That's what they were using, and I went with Ignore Pain to give us a little more survivability. Your Stomp, Wrenching Smash, working with your Bandamite for damage reduction, Whirlwind, Hurricane, Battle Rage, Swords to Plowshares, Rend, Bloodbath, Wrath of the Berserker, Insanity, that works with the Sanctified Power for Wrath of the Berserker, what you get with your little Crucible dudes. I hope you found this helpful, even with the grandkids in the background and the minor interruptions. If so, please follow me here at Twitch. And if you found this on YouTube, hop over to Twitch and follow me there. You don't have to get notifications for that. But if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel, like, get notifications, all that stuff. So maybe we can help some other D3 Xbox players learn how to do these builds. All right. Happy hunting, everyone.